Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, known as the Golden Magne, has always been a caring and attentive figure towards his fellow group members. Despite being the youngest, he has consistently shown that his heart is big enough to support his Hyung's older brothers in every situation. This was once again evident when Jungkook tenderly accompanied Suga during one of the most important meetings of his life at the Big Hit Entertainment office. Suga, whose real name is Min, has long been a pillar of BTS with his exceptional rapping and music production skills. However, behind his charisma and musical prowess, Suga is also a human being who has faced various challenges, including mental health issues, which he has openly discussed with the public. His candidness about his mental health struggles has opened the eyes and ears of many, both among BTS fans, ARMY, and within the broader entertainment industry. His bravery in speaking openly about his struggles has provided significant inspiration to many, especially those who may be facing similar challenges. On this important day, Suga was scheduled to meet with Si-hyuk, the CEO and founder of Big Hit Entertainment, the agency that has been BTS's home for many years. This meeting was not just any ordinary meeting. It was a moment where Suga would discuss his mental health and future plans with the agency that has been his home for so long. Although Suga is known for his calm and stoic nature, it was undeniable that this meeting carried a significant emotional weight. This is where Jungkook's role became crucial. Jungkook, who has always felt close to all the BTS members, especially to Suga, decided to accompany his Hyung on his journey to the Big Hit office. From the beginning, Jungkook knew how important this moment was for Suga, and he didn't want Suga to feel alone as he faced this significant challenge. With a sincere heart, Jungkook offered to be by Suga's side, providing the moral support that Suga so desperately needed. On a bright morning, the two of them set off together from the BTS dorm. The journey to the Big Hit office was quiet yet meaningful. Suga, who is usually known for his quiet demeanor, appeared a bit more subdued today. However, Jungkook's presence beside him provided an unspoken sense of calm. With his warm smile that always has the power to ease any situation, Jungkook tried to make light conversation throughout the journey to distract Suga from any anxiety he might be feeling. Upon arriving at the Big Hit office, the atmosphere shifted slightly. The office, which is usually a place filled with creativity and innovation, now felt more formal and serious. Nevertheless, Jungkook continued to try to keep Suga's spirits high. They were greeted by the Big Hit staff who were already familiar with them. Jungkook offered a warm smile to everyone they encountered, as if trying to spread a sense of calm and optimism to Suga. As the time for the meeting drew closer, they were taken to a comfortable waiting room near Si-hyuk's office. In that room, Suga sat quietly, though it was clear his mind was heavy. Jungkook sat beside him, not saying much, but his mere presence was enough to provide the support Suga needed. Jungkook understood that this was a moment where Suga needed space to think and prepare himself, and he didn't want to interrupt that. When the door to Si-hyuk's office opened, a staff member signaled that it was time for Suga to enter. Suga took a deep breath, as if gathering strength, and then stood up. Before stepping inside, he turned to Jungkook, who gave him a firm nod and a warm smile as a sign of encouragement. "Hyung, you can do this," Jungkook said softly, a simple phrase that carried deep meaning in moments like this. Suga walked into the room with mixed emotions. On one hand, he felt nervous about the conversation that was about to take place, but on the other, he felt grateful to have a group mate like Jungkook who was always there for him. Si-hyuk was already waiting inside, seated behind his desk with a warm smile. Suga felt somewhat relieved seeing that Si-hyuk, despite being a CEO, continued to show a caring and attentive attitude towards his artists. The meeting lasted for several hours, during which Suga spoke honestly about what he had been experiencing lately. He expressed feelings that may have been difficult to talk about before, but he knew this was an important step in his healing process. Si-hyuk listened carefully, responding with empathy and support. They discussed the steps that needed to be taken to ensure that Suga could return to his activities in better mental health. While the meeting was ongoing, Jungkook remained in the waiting room, trying to distract himself by reading some documents or occasionally checking his phone. However, in his heart, he continued to think about Suga and prayed that everything would go well. Although Jungkook was in the room, He felt like he was going through the meeting with Suga, sharing the same tension and hope. After some time, the door to the office opened and Suga emerged with a calmer expression. Although he looked a bit tired, there was a faint smile on his face that indicated the meeting had gone well. Jungkook immediately stood up and approached Suga, giving him a brief but meaningful hug. "How is it, Hyung?" Jungkook asked with a tone full of concern. Suga nodded slowly. "Everything is okay. Thank you for being with me, Jungkook. I really appreciate it." Though his words were simple, Suga knew that Jungkook's support had provided the extra strength he needed that day. After the meeting was over, the two of them left the big hit office together. On the ride back, the atmosphere felt lighter. They talked about more relaxed topics, ranging from music to future plans they wanted to achieve together with BTS. Suga felt more relieved after receiving direct support from Si-hyuk, and Jungkook's support only reinforced his belief that he wasn't alone in this journey. That day, Jungkook once again proved that he was more than just a talented magne. He was someone who would always be there for his hyungs, offering unconditional support in every situation. His decision to accompany Suga that day might seem simple, but it was an act of sincere love and care, something that cannot be measured in words. Suga himself, despite having gone through a lot, knew that he had a second family in BTS who would always support him, no matter what. The strength of their friendship and togetherness is one of the reasons why BTS has been able to endure and continue to grow despite facing various challenges. Upon returning to the dorm, Suga and Jungkook were greeted by the other BTS members, who were already waiting with great enthusiasm. They all knew how important that day was for Suga, and they wanted to ensure that he felt fully supported. Jimin, who is always known for his caring nature, immediately hugged Suga, while RM gave him a pat on the back as a sign of support. V and Jean didn't miss the chance to offer their encouragement in their own ways. That night, BTS spent time together at the dorm, talking about everything from lighthearted topics to deep discussions about their future. Suga felt like he wasn't just talking to his group mates but to brothers who would always be there for him. They reminded Suga that no matter what he was facing, he would never be alone, and they would always be there to support him. Suga's decision to speak openly about his mental health struggles and the support he received from Si-hyuk and his fellow BTS members is proof that their relationship is more than just a professional partnership. It is a family bond that has grown strong over the years, built on trust, love, and unconditional support. Jungkook, who might not talk much about his role that day, knew that what he did was the right thing. He always wanted to be a good Dongsing, younger brother, to his hyungs, and that day, he once again showed that he was someone who could be relied on in every situation. The support he gave to Suga was something priceless, a form of pure love and care that could only come from a sincere heart. That day, not only did Suga gain new strength, but the entire BTS group further solidified their bond. They knew that their journey was still long and full of challenges, but with the kind of support they had for each other, there was no challenge they couldn't face together. Suga's meeting with Si-hyuk at the Big Hit office and the full support from Jungkook and the other BTS members is a moment that shows that mental health is not something to be taken lightly. It's a reminder that even at the height of success, one still needs the support of those closest to them. And BTS, as a group, has shown that they are more than just a team. They are a family that will always be there for each other, every step of their journey.